So just a short little thought this morning. I had so much fun going up the tower for yesterday's video that I thought I'm going to go back up again because the view is spectacular, and I'm going to see if I can film the sunrise. I wanted to try and capture that on film. So I went up there this morning, and I took a coffee with me, and got myself all set up on that narrow little 1 meter by 1 meter little area at the top of the tower. Got the camera all set up, and I was there quite a bit before the sunrise because I wanted to get the full effect. So from that first glimmer on the horizon to the sun just erupting out of the trees. So I got everything set up, having my coffee. I've got the camera all oriented and running and good to go. And it started getting lighter, bit by bit. We've got that nice glow on the horizon. And then after probably about half an hour or so, I was getting a little bit antsy because I started getting a little bit worried about the battery life on the camera. And I thought, I hope it doesn't cut out, just at the wrong moment. So at one point I pulled out my watch and I looked at it and I went, the sun is late. And I didn't just think that, like I actually said it out loud to myself up there. The sun is late. And I want you to kind of take a moment and try and grasp the full ridiculousness of what it was that I was both saying and thinking. Because it didn't occur to me that, when I did my quick internet search for what time the sun is rising, I just grabbed the first piece of information that came to me, right? I didn't check and even see what website it was or anything. So it didn't occur to me that that could be wrong. It didn't occur to me that maybe my watch might be wrong. And it didn't occur to me to think that, well, I should consider the topography, right? Because I am kind of looking at a bit of a rise, a bit of a hill, and there's, trees on top of the hill. So that's going to change when the sun crests over that. No, my go-to thought was, the sun is late. And immediately once I said it, I just had to start laughing at myself. It seems like this example of how as human beings we are so self-absorbed, or at least I certainly am anyway. And I don't mean just necessarily in that sort of greedy, dominating the world kind of self-absorbed like selfishness, but we really do think that the whole universe really revolves around us in many ways. And it's easy for us to forget that we're these. I'm one of 7 billion or 7.5 billion creatures living on this little dust speck of a planet in the middle of nowhere, and yet I think that I can declare when the sun's on time or not, whether it's fitting my example or fitting my expectations rather. But there was a psalm came to me though as I was thinking about this. I was thinking about the ridiculousness of myself up there on the roof, admonishing the sun. Psalm 8 says this: when I look at your heavens, at the work of your fingers, the moon, the stars that you have established, what are human beings that you are mindful of them? What are mortals that you care for them? And it got me thinking about this strange kind of juxtaposition of, on the one hand, we're completely insignificant creatures. We don't count for anything. And yet, on the other hand, we're intensely important simply because God chooses to create us and then recognize us and have a relationship with us. So we have zero value and infinite value all kind of wrapped up in one. And it's a rather humbling thought that we can be both so insignificant and yet so precious to the Creator. As many things that I encounter in Christianity, we have this two opposing views that we somehow have to hold together. There's a lot of tension within this faith, but that's good. So that's the thought of the day, and I think that maybe this phrase is going to work its way into my lexicon. We have little sayings in my house of things that we say all the time. They have a particular meaning for us, but nobody else. So I think that one, the sun is late, is going to be a reminder of we're not so important as what we think. And yet we are terribly important, more so than what we think. So good luck trying to unravel that. That'll give you something to chew on today. And God bless you and keep you, make you strong and wise. Amen.